Hi everyone, welcome back to English POC by V. I'm John.
And I'm Emily. Today, we're going to talk about our favorite hobbies and interests.
Yes, hobbies and interests are a great way to relax and enjoy your free time. They can also help you learn new skills and meet new people.
Absolutely. So, let's dive in and share what we love to do in our spare time. John, what are some of your favorite hobbies?
Well, I really enjoy painting and hiking. Painting helps me express my creativity, and hiking keeps me active and lets me enjoy nature.
How did you get into painting?
I started painting in college. I took an art class as an elective, and I just fell in love with it. It's very relaxing and rewarding to see a finished piece.
That sounds wonderful. Do you have any favorite subjects or styles in painting?
I love painting landscapes and abstract pieces. Landscapes let me capture the beauty of nature, and abstract painting allows me to explore colors and shapes freely.
And what about hiking? How did you start?
I've always loved the outdoors. My family used to go on camping trips when I was a kid, and hiking was always a big part of those trips. It's a great way to explore new places and stay fit. Plus, it's a perfect way to disconnect from technology and connect with nature.
Any memorable hiking experiences?
Definitely. One of my favorite hikes was in the Grand Canyon. The views were breathtaking, and the sense of accomplishment after a long hike was incredible.
Those are great hobbies, John. Any tips for someone who wants to start painting or hiking?
For painting, I'd say start with basic supplies and don't be afraid to make mistakes. It's all about practice. For hiking, start with easy trails and gradually move to more challenging ones. Always be prepared with the right gear and check the weather before you go. Emily, what about you? What are your favorite hobbies?
I love reading and cooking. Reading helps me relax and learn new things, while cooking is a way for me to be creative and enjoy delicious food.
How did you get into reading?
I've been a bookworm since I was a kid. My parents always encouraged me to read, and it just stuck with me. I love getting lost in a good story.
Do you have any favorite genres or authors?
I enjoy a variety of genres, but I particularly love mystery and fantasy. Some of my favorite authors are Agatha Christie and J.K. Rowling.
And cooking? How did that start for you?
Cooking started as a necessity when I moved out on my own, but I quickly realized how fun and rewarding it can be. Experimenting with new recipes and ingredients is so exciting.
Do you have a favorite type of cuisine to cook?
I love Italian cuisine. There's something so comforting about making a homemade pasta dish or a delicious pizza.
Those are great hobbies too, Emily. Any tips for new readers or cooks?
For reading, find genres that you enjoy and set aside some time each day to read. For cooking, start with simple recipes and don't be afraid to try new things. Practice makes perfect.
We asked our listeners to share their hobbies with us, and we received some wonderful stories. Let's read a few of them.
Here's one from Sarah. She says, I love knitting. It started as a way to make gifts for my friends and family, but now it's a relaxing hobby that I enjoy in my free time.
That's great, Sarah. Knitting is a fantastic hobby that not only helps you relax, but also creates beautiful handmade items.
Another listener, Michael, wrote, I'm into photography. I love capturing special moments and beautiful landscapes. It's a way for me to express my creativity and see the world from different perspectives.
Photography is a wonderful hobby. It allows you to preserve memories and explore your artistic side.
Here's a story from Linda. She says, I enjoy gardening. It's very therapeutic to work with plants and watch them grow. Plus, it's rewarding to eat vegetables that I've grown myself.
Gardening is indeed very rewarding. It's a great way to connect with nature and enjoy fresh produce.
Thanks to all our listeners who shared their stories. It's inspiring to hear about the different hobbies that people enjoy.
Let's talk about some of the benefits of having hobbies. Why do you think hobbies are important, Emily?
Hobbies provide a way to relax and unwind after a busy day. They can reduce stress and improve mental health. Engaging in activities that you enjoy can bring a lot of happiness and satisfaction.
Absolutely. Hobbies also help you learn new skills and improve your creativity. Whether it's painting, cooking, or knitting, you're constantly learning and improving.
Hobbies can also be a great way to meet new people and build a community. Joining clubs or groups with similar interests can lead to lasting friendships.
And let's not forget the physical benefits. Hobbies like hiking, gardening, or playing sports keep you active and improve your physical health.
Exactly. Overall, hobbies enrich our lives and provide a healthy balance between work and leisure.
Let's share some recommendations for our listeners who want to try something new. What's a good book you've read recently, Emily?
I recently read The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's an inspiring story about following your dreams. Highly recommend it.
That's a great book. For painting, I'd recommend starting with Bob Ross tutorials. They're very beginner-friendly and relaxing to follow.
And for hiking, I'd suggest looking for local trails in your area. There are often hidden gems nearby that you might not know about.
For cooking, I recommend trying out simple recipes from websites like All Recipes or Tasty. They have videos and step-by-step instructions which are very helpful for beginners.
Another great hobby to try is gardening. It's therapeutic and you get to enjoy the fruits of your labor.
Absolutely. And if you're into technology, learning to code can be a fun and useful hobby. There are many free resources online to get started.
If you enjoy music, learning to play an instrument like the guitar or piano can be very rewarding. There are plenty of online tutorials to help you get started.
And if you're looking for something more relaxing, consider trying out yoga or meditation. Both are great for your mental and physical health.
We have some questions from our listeners about hobbies. Here's one from Sarah. She asks, what's a good hobby for someone who has a busy schedule?
Great question, Sarah. For busy people, I'd recommend something that doesn't require a lot of time or equipment, like journaling or sketching. These can be done anywhere and don't take up much time.
Another good option is meditation. It only takes a few minutes each day and has great benefits for your mental health.
Here's another question from Michael. He asks, how can I stay motivated to keep up with a new hobby?
That's a common challenge. I'd say set small, achievable goals and track your progress. Also, try to find a community or group that shares your interest. They can provide support and motivation.
And remember to have fun. Hobbies should be enjoyable, not a chore.
Here's a question from Linda. She asks, what are some budget-friendly hobbies?
Great question, Linda. Reading, drawing, and knitting are all budget-friendly hobbies. You can borrow books from the library, start with basic art supplies, and knitting materials are relatively inexpensive.
Another budget-friendly hobby is gardening. You can start small with a few pots and seeds. It's cost-effective and rewarding.
Let's share some personal stories about our hobbies. Emily, do you have a memorable cooking experience?
Yes, I remember the first time I made homemade pasta. It was a bit messy, but the end result was delicious. My friends loved it, and it was a great feeling of accomplishment.
That sounds amazing. I have a funny story about hiking. Once, I got lost on a trail and ended up taking a much longer route. It was exhausting, but I discovered a beautiful waterfall that I wouldn't have seen otherwise.
That's a great story, John. Sometimes the best experiences come from unexpected situations.
Exactly. Hobbies can lead to wonderful memories and experiences.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode and got some ideas for new hobbies to try.
Yes, and remember, it's never too late to start something new.